Yo, 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 welcome to another edition of Wide Open with Coach Reggie as I come to you each and every Wednesday night at 8:30-ish, somewhere around that time, where I try to bring you youth playing football, playing basketball. Right now it's been football and also celebrities. And tonight I have two special guests that are very special. These two young men, I met them when they were 11 years old. Their father brought them to my football team, the Arkansas Lions, and little did I know that these two were superstars. And they're now playing collegiate football at UAPB. Who are you rooting for? UAPB Golden Lions. None other than Caleb and Kyle Knox. What's going on with twins? How y'all doing, man?
Yo, what's going on with you, Coach?
What up with Coach Reggie?
It's been a long time. As you can see, I got y'all handles up here. Y'all Instagram handles. Y'all can go follow both of these superstars, man. These are superstars indeed. So, man, so we go way back to 2000 when y'all first came to the Arkansas Lions. I believe it was 2016. Y'all came to us from another team called the Lions. So y'all went from the Little Rock Lions to the Arkansas Lions to the UAPB Golden Lions. Now, I need some explanation behind this. How did this happen?
Well, honestly, growing up, we always wanted to play. We love the game of football. Actually, wanted to play it in high school and then play it in college one day. Obviously, that dream came true. Now the line thing that was a bit of a coincidence. Going from one line team to another line team to a Brian Hornet team, but then to another line team. So that was really kind
Right.
of you know.
Well, talk about, man, growing
Honestly,
up.
I just think it was fate.
Oh, do it now? You thought it
I
was
said,
fake?
nah, honestly, I just believe it was fate, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie.
And just so y'all know, the one without hair is Caleb Knox. The one with hair is Kyle Knox. I got this information before the live because check it out. I've been knowing these young men for a while now, and I still cannot tell them apart. They look just that much alike. But man, we're gonna go back to when y'all were kids, man, coming up in y'all youth days, not even playing football, just youth. This is something I always wanted, and you guys have it. An in-home brother that you can fight with and grow up with. See, I grew up as the only child. So what was that like coming up not only as with two brothers, but being twins? Tell me that story,
But
Kyle.
growing up, I mean, like I said, brotherly love, I mean, it's something good. It's genuine. But when you twins, like I say, everything's competition. Like whether who look better, who dress better, who play better, better athlete, all that good stuff. Like who get more girls. That was just kind of our whole thing growing up, and us being twins, that was just a plus factor. So honestly, growing up and then us playing football, we incorporated sports and all that in there. It was just a whole nother game, and then we just found out we loved it.
Good
I'm
deal,
just
man.
piggyback on what he said. Honestly, I just think, growing out through our whole lives, it's always been like a 2-for-1 deal type special between the two of us. Without one of them, you can't get the other, or without one, you're not gonna be able to get both. In that type of scenario, so it's like, you know, we can really thrive. We really thrive when we best together. If we both on the field together, whether we're on the same side or not, it depends on how the flow of the game. But whether I'm out there, whether he out there, it just depends on if he out there and I'm out there at the same time. We do a whole lot of good
We're
things
gonna give
together.
you a show. Yeah, it's gonna be a show.
It's gonna be a show. So let's talk about all the sports y'all play because I know y'all playing football, but man, growing up was football uh, y'all best sport? Were y'all better at basketball or baseball? Because me, I was better in baseball, right? But I chose football. Which was your better
Right.
sport? And both of y'all ain't got to say the same sport. If one of y'all was better in football or in baseball, talk about that, about who was the best and what sport. And I know y'all play football now, but what's your favorite sport besides football?
My favorite sport. I mean, even though I don't play no more, I still go outside from time to time. But I would say basketball. Like I said, I still be going out there. I still got little moves I can still put in it and take back to school when I go up there.
I think either football or track, because like I said, football, try baseball. I don't really try basketball. Basketball really wasn't my forte. Try baseball. Baseball was kind of, it was kind of good, but my heart wasn't really set for it. Now track and football, that's where it was at, really, because I love to run and I like to hit people when I'm on the football field. So, it's kind of in between both of those.
Now, when we go back to your youth football days, and we look at this picture right here, if I can get it to come up here for the act right for me. Trying to get the act right for me. There we go. Okay, not that one. This one right here. Coming up, playing for the Arkansas Lions, man, and meeting some of the teammates y'all still talk to today, man. Which one of y'all teammates? I know y'all still close to Brian Hare, right?
Yes, sir.
And Brian is at Arkansas Tech playing football. He's a cornerback, man. Talk about the adversities y'all face, coming up through youth football and high school football, and some of the obstacles y'all had to overcome to get to where you are right now.
Well, for one, I mean, not everybody's set to be on the same path. Like, you might be playing youth ball with one guy. Y'all might be blending it, going at it back to back. You might think he really good. But then, I mean, your plans might be different just because where you grew up in, your childhood, just how your parents raised you to be. It's just different. Most people ain't got the same ability as you as well. They don't got the same work ethic. So you can't really it's not really giving. You just got to work for it. But most people, they just ain't going to work for it because they simply can't, or they just lazy. So I feel like that's one of them, mainly because they couldn't get the plays down. That's something you should do, like, really on your free time. Like, most kids, they grew up playing Madden, Madden 2K. We did all that. That's somehow people got more familiar with the game or watching it on TV, college football, NFL, all of those. Like, piggybacking on what he said, a lot of adversity that we had to face, whether it's with friends or, just with each other and stuff like that. A lot of people critique me and him. If I do something, then they think automatically he's going to do that. But we're at the end of the day, even though we're twins, we're two totally different people. So, he got his mindset, I got my own mindset. Now, sometimes we're on the same accord, but then sometimes we're not on the same accord. So it's like, kind of 50-50 with that. I feel like, I don't know, but with the friends, I feel like it's really a matter of, like you said, really a matter of what's going on in the household. And basically how your mindset is, as a matter of fact, whether your heart is in it. Because some people's heart just not really in it for real. So, they'll play it up to a certain point and then they'll just, die off. Not die off, but, just kind of digress and then revert back to old habits and not pursue the dreams that they wanted to. They just think, relapsing and staying where they at the low level is where it's really meant to be at, but it's really not. Because with us, we always thought we was going to be destined to do good things, whether that's playing at UAPB, wherever that may be, because we know wherever we're at, we're always going to put our best foot forward. So,
well, and man, you spoke about a household. Talk about coming up and having a foundation. Talk about how important this lady here is in your life, what she's meant to you throughout your growth. Coming up. There's you two, and then your baby sister, who may be a better athlete than both of y'all. But talk about this lady right here. How important she is to you all. This is mom, by the way, KV. Kaleb, you go first.
That's my day one. That's my dude. That's my birth giver, for real, for real. Like I said, she did everything, sacrificed all things, that she did just so we could have and be where we at right now. Like I said, we wouldn't be where we at if we didn't have any help from her, honestly. Like I said, like she made sure we got picked up from school. Like I said, make sure we went to practice. We got there on time. Make sure that whatever we wanted to do, we wanted to get a little extra work in. She'll take us there. And like same thing with my little sister. Like I said, really doing all this, we didn't really have most stuff that most people had. So that involved my folks and working later shifts just so that we could get stuff that we wanted, just so the equipment stuff that we needed, just so we could be better and humble ourselves, but not really. I would say that way we go out there and get it. Like I said, because most people work in this, like I was saying earlier, is really different. And ours is like I said, we hungry. Like I said, we always gonna do that because that's just what we've been. We're so That's what we grew up around, honestly. And doing that, if we just keep going at the level we going at, I mean, we gonna get what we want and just get back to my family and the folks and give them everything that they needed and need. So, with our mom and everything, and also our dad as well. Growing up in a
Oh, we're
two-parent
gonna get to
household, I feel
him
like
in a
that's
minute.
what
We're gonna get to him in a minute.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna do mom right.
uh, yeah, but with my mom though, she made us have like a steer. She made us stay. She made sure everything was set like 1 foot. We were always like 5 steps ahead of everybody. Whether that's like he said, whether that's staying later at night, getting extra work in. Um, she was always right there waking us up. So it's like basically she was just there making sure we was right. Growing up with her, love her to death.
Superwoman. Superwoman.
Yeah. Basically, she was always there point us in the right direction, trying to keep us in the train and keep us on the tracks.
All great moms are superwomen. I know my mom is. And I'm the only child she got, man. So I know how important family structure is. And we talk about your dad right here, man. He's been the guy that's been pushing you guys for the longest. I met DK in 2016 when he came, and he was a coach on the Arkansas Lions 12U staff, man. And I seen how hard that he pushed you guys, and I see, throughout your high school days, him working you out, taking you to get workouts, man. Talk about how important he is to your success as young men and to your success on the football field.
So I'm gonna speak on the grown-ups. Grown-ups, so he's molded us into great young men. Speaking on that, growing up, we really didn't have. Our mom basically raised us for like 4 to 5 years, like on her own. But then our dad came along. He stepped in, he stepped up to the plate, and he raised us to how we are now. Implemented the right, like sort of discipline, tasks, and all that. It was shaped us to how we are, today. Whether that's training where we respect, respecting your elders. Whether it may be like putting your best foot forward. Don't give up if something's not going your way. All that stuff would play a key role into shaping us to how we are today. Uh, as far as athletics, he always wanted to push. My dad was a very big time athlete. He was good at everything. Baseball, basketball, football. You name it. So basically, he just wanted us to
Hold
not
on.
belittle
Whoa,
ourselves.
whoa, whoa, hold on. You talking about that dude. That dude was good in sports. I need
Yes,
film.
sir.
I need film. Continue on. I need film. Continue
Yeah.
on.
Like I said, he was down there from Mesquite, Texas. That's where half his family is. Like I said, he played. Like my brother said, he did everything. Like I said, that's why we did most of the sports we did growing up. But then as we got older, we just narrowed it down to two, and then this came up to be one. But like I
That's
said,
what's up, man.
he put us in a whole bunch of groups.
And you guys spoke on this. I wasn't going to speak on it because I felt that was a personal issue, but you guys spoke on it, so I'll speak on it. You know, he's not your biological father, which means nothing, right? Because he's your stepdad, but he stepped in and he stepped up, and he's a major reason why you guys are the way you are. Because there's so many young men that don't have that backbone, don't have that father structure. Your mom is great, but Lord knows moms need help, but they need help from the right person. And I only know from what I see on the outside, right? And I know that every
Yeah. Yes, sir.
father and son or stepfather and son has those battles coming up when young men want to try the dad. I've got 3 boys. All 3 of them tried me at the same age of 16 years old, and I set their ass down. And so I know it can be issues, but I tell you what, man, your parents are great examples of being there. Being there. Don't ever take that for granted. Don't ever take having both of your parents for granted. This is me talking to y'all as a daddy and a coach now. Because I see so many young
Yes, sir.
men your
Yeah, I
age
got you.
that they get grown, they get 20 and 21 years old and start popping off at their mouth, and they think they don't need their mom and dad. Always be respectful
Yeah.
to your mom and dad. Always yes sir, no sir. Yes ma'am, no ma'am. You young guys would be amazed at how far yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am can take you in life. Sometimes that's better than getting a degree because people want a respectful person to be a part of their lives. And so I know you guys are that. That was me preaching a little bit now. I'm back to the whole thing. Okay, now, so right here, this is your whole family right here. This is your baby sister. That's your sister on the right. No, that's your mom. Okay, my
No,
bad.
that's my
My
mom. No,
mom,
that's my
yeah,
mom.
my mom.
So I thought I had the picture of your sister up here too. I must didn't upload it. God dog it. So talk about your sister, because I want to hear about what she's doing. I know your dad posts her on social media a lot about what she's doing and her that background with sports. Talk about her and how good she is as well. Then we'll get back on you guys. Talk about little sis now.
I'm gonna say, basically with my sister, we try to do all the sports work, whether it was soccer, volleyball, track, basketball. Try to get her affiliated with all the sports. Softball really wasn't it. Soccer it wasn't it. But basically, she found a passion with volleyball. That was her true heart, where she wanted what she wanted for real. Track, I mean, track she's really good at. She's really good at track. But like I said, her heart is really ablaze for volleyball. And with volleyball, she's really great at all that sorts. She's in this what's it called? She's basically in this. Yeah, she's basically in this elite, basically in this elite club, like for where for the top players or top, kids her age. She's benefiting from that in a very successful way, at a very fast rate. So I feel like if she just keep doing that, keep the mindset that she want to be great. I just feel like she's gonna be doing a whole lot of good things growing up, whether that's in high school or in college.
Well, man, support baby sister because she gonna need it. Y'all are her two kings, her two protectors, and so she gonna always need her brothers. Now, y'all know some guy named Maurice Norman.
You said Maurice who?
Maurice Norman. His son played with y'all at Bryant.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, what's
You
the
talking about
boy?
Chris Ganaway?
Chris Ganaway. He just got a scholarship offer too, man. God dog it, I forgot the baby name. But yeah, Maurice said Young Kings right there. So he giving y'all a shout out. So let's move on now, man, to your days at Bryan High School when you guys got there and became superstars, man. So talk about this. Is what I want to know from the outside, man. When y'all got to Bryan, that's ninth grade. Bryan got like what 170 kids, 150 kids,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
somewhere around there. What was that like, man,
Yeah.
going to Bryan and trying to break into that rotation, knowing that you got competition? That you guys playing showed that you guys got tenacity, you guys got that spunk, that drive. Talk about getting to Bryan and trying to break that rotation and start because one of y'all was a cornerback and one of y'all was a safety, correct?
Yes, sir.
So talk about how important Bryan was to you guys when you was in high school, and as far as moving on to where you are now with the UABB Golden Lions.
Going there, like our first day going out there, we weren't even at the school yet. Like we weren't even enrolled yet. So when we got there, we actually went to their practice, and our the head coach, or the defensive line coach, he actually wanted to see us out and see what we could do. And then we ended up going out there playing on the field. And at first, we weren't even at DB. We were honestly at receiver. Like to be real, we was at receivers, believe it or not. But then as we progressed, we had Coach Daryl Barnett. He was our DB coach that used to be there in 2018-19. So he gave us a chance. He saw what we could do, but he wanted us to be on defense. And like when we did that, we knew that we just had to. We were gonna be great on defensive side because how we were like already physique and our athletic ability, it allowed us to do that. Now, even though one of us played corner, the other one played safety, I mean, we could both rotate in, like I said, just because how we are and how our mindset is, and just how versatile we are. I feel like that we could both just be we could be some go getters and playmakers going on both sides. But going into Bryan, it's a different environment. We weren't really used to those sort of things because we're used to growing up. We went to charter schools, private schools, stuff like that for all boys. We ended up doing that back in the day. But then after we went to Bryan, it was just different. It was just a different vibe, whole mindset. Like I said, we knew that place there, that's where we wanted to be. And as we got there, Coach James, the head coach, and Stewart there, he's a good guy. I know y'all know him. Like
Great program.
is what they got right there, they building something right there. Like I said, we was there, we had 3 state championships, and like I said, they still going to this day. Hopefully they're gonna get another one. Well,
What,
we
five
know they're
straight,
gonna get
right?
another one. Yeah.
What, 5 straight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Kaleb? You want to piggyback off that,
for me?
Or?
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna piggyback on what you said. Basically, like you said, Brian is was and still is a great environment, whether it's for you mentally, physically, socially. All that plays a key factor up there at Brian. Um, you know, the football program is a great football program. Like you said, it's still a great football program to this day. You know, we won 3 state championships. We got one in track. We got a ring in track as well.
Okay.
But, you know, yes. But you know, a whole lot of kids are graduating from there, whether it's from football, academics, but mainly on the football side. I think we had like 6 or 7, like when we were there, 6 or 7 graduate.
All the D1 schools.
Yeah, go to all D1 schools. And then still now, you still got kids, still graduating, going to D1 schools as well. Still people still graduating, doing as well as they are now. So, I just feel like it's a great program there, and it still is going to be a great program as long as Coach James is here. I feel like anybody who really get there for real, because he basically installed that 212 mentality. We still live by it right now. Always giving that 1% more, and then just leaving everything that we have right there on the field. Not holding everything, leaving it in the tank basically.
Yeah, Coach Buck doing a good job down there, man. He got a dynasty, man. I jumped ahead of the game. I meant to show this right here. I forget which one of y'all this is.
Yeah, he really did it. Yes. Splash.
And
He's running around. He's still speeding. He spits 2 tacklers. He's still carrying. He's still fighting. He's still on his feet. Touchdown.
now, was that both of y'all, or was that one of y'all?
No, that was both. I think it was both. The first one I think was Cal. The second one was me.
So we'll play them again. The first one was Kyle.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I believe so.
Okay, for those of y'all that's looking, Kyle the one that's got the hair. This is him.
Yeah, he really did it. Yes. Splash.
And this is Kaleb.
Yeah.
He's running around. He's still speeding. He spits 2 tacklers. He's still carrying. He's still fighting. He's still on his feet. Touchdown.
Now, what I love about that is it was against North Little Rock, and they always talking trash, man. We got a good rivalry going with them guys over there. So now we're gonna move on to UAPB, but I want to talk about the recruiting process. Talk to me about what that was like, because wasn't it true that that you guys wanted to be together, so one of you guys turned down a bigger school? Is that true?
Yes, sir. Basically, I wanted to go a different route than Kyle. Not saying because of, not saying that I didn't want to be with him or anything. I think it's basically because of the programming that they had for academic wise. It was engineering, but a year later, I still ended up changing my degree. So I guess it still wouldn't have mattered. But I wanted to go to the Mule Riders, and he wanted to go to PB. But they was basically saying the coaching staff that was there, they were saying, it would be better if both of y'all came up there with us. It's a 2-for-1 deal. Both of y'all being up here, I feel like it'd be a great experience for both of y'all. Y'all both got a chance of starting, basically, and doing great things up here. So, eventually I ended up folding and was like, you know what? I'm going to be a line today. So, and then 2 years later, we still here.
What's a Mule Rider? Now, which school was that?
Is it SAU?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was SAU.
Oh, okay. All right.
The Southern Arkansas. Yes, sir.
So how many offers did you guys have? And how many schools were actually sending you letters and recruiting you?
It was about 13.
About 13 schools.
We had SMU. That was the process.
Yeah.
You said so the process really, like, you want to build yourself up, like with huddle and all that. Like most kids, they don't really know about that till they get to they senior year in high school. They didn't want to start putting their film and stuff together. Like doing that, most kids don't get recognition for real. So you want to, as soon as you out of middle school, you need to start promoting yourself then, because you need to start getting yourself on. Like what we did
Arkansas Elite, we did that for a couple times, a couple years. We did that. We also did Huddle. Like we put all our sports in on there. And like I said, our dad, he really wanted us to just promote ourselves on there, really like on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Like I said, because you want to get your face and stuff out there. That way people know who you are. And also going to camps as well, to showcase your talent. That way, different coaches there, because it may not just be like that school, just there might be other coaches watching you, trying to see what you are and what you're about. And obviously the academics gonna come. It's gonna be a key factor later, but they want to see what you can do on the field first, and then move forward towards the others.
So how many visits did y'all take, or did y'all just lock in on UAPB and say, "Hey, we going there"?
Now, well, our senior year, well, freshman year, COVID had kicked in our junior year, and then we ended up doing our first visit. Actually, we went to Arkansas, so we did that, and then after that, we went to SAU for our second one. Then we went to North. Yes, sir. We went to NSU, the Riverhawks. We went up there in Oklahoma. We went there. That was our third visit, and then other than that, that was it. So we really only had 3 visitors, and really, we ain't gonna no camps or none of that after that.
Yeah, we was planning to go to a few camps, but COVID kicked in, so that kind of delayed the process a little bit. But we still may do what it do.
Yeah, COVID hurt a lot of kids, man. It hurt, it hurt little Reggie, who has been at Jackson State, but he's in the transfer portal now. He's probably gonna go to a school in Iowa, a D3 school in Iowa, man. So COVID, it messed up graduation for all those seniors, man. So I'm still kind of upset about that. But man, I'm proud of you guys, man. I want to show them your huddles real fast so they can see what these colleges sing. So